Welcome in. I am happy to be doing a reading for all signs regarding Mercury retrograde. So, Mercury is going retrograde at 22 degrees today and will be retrograding through December 15th when it goes back to 6 degrees of Sagittarius. So from 22 degrees of Sagittarius back to 6 degrees of Sagittarius. And so it's a bit of a long retrograde, really. And what I wanted to do is I'm in a very dragony mood today. So I wanted to get your energy right now. And then I'm going to read for all 12 signs with the intention that the cards will put themselves in the proper order for each sign. So excellent, excellent. This one, why there's some that flipped. Okay, got it. They're very magical cards. Okay, you too. All right, got it. Crazy cards. So, and they're nice and fresh because I had them in between two pieces of selenite. And let me do these as the last set with your energy, But yes, the dragons are going to be running the show today. So to start this energy, I'm going to pull cards for Aries, and then we're going to end with a dragon card. So you're going to get a slight dragon reading for each of you for this Mercury retrograde that is lasting through December 15th. And then when it stations retrograde, it will go back over the area that it had covered twice already. So the first time it passed through, then to the retrograde going back. And then in January, it's going to finish going over the retrograde point. So it will then pass that 22 degree mark of Sagittarius. So let's get going. For Aries, close your eyes to open your heart. Nice energy. And this is the Wizard's Tarot deck, again, full of dragon energy today. So for Aries, okay, you're ready. We have Three of Pentacles. Working well with other people. And you can learn from others, and others can learn from you, because it's some things you're going to be the master at, and some things you're going to be the apprentice. So this is working together and working on something that's going to be long-term, long-lasting. Eight of Pentacles. Doing the work. So buckle down, Aries. I think this is actually going to be very good for you, because what is going on is that with Mercury in retrograde for you, it's going to be very much the energy of a trine to your area, whatever you have Aries in, because Sagittarius is also a fire sign. So let other people have that chance for you, and work with other people. Close your eyes to open your heart and get the work done, right? This is that energy. So I will place these back in here, and then I will pull you a dragon card right from the top. The Crystal Guardian. The Crystal Guardian is the number 14 card, which adds to number 5. That is definitely about change. 14. There we are. The Crystal Guardian. Crystals contain the wisdom of the earth. Some believe that dragons, too, were made from the molten center of the earth, and therefore, like crystals, contain an ancient wisdom. Now is the time to draw on the earth's grounding and deep intelligence. Whether you consult your crystals, walk amongst the rock beds, or lay down with your spine stretched across the earth, seek the counsel of the earth. Listen to her stories and her messages. There is a voice and a vibration inside the rocks which will help ground you deep into the molten center of your own core. I like that for you, Aries, because that molten center, that fire of your own core, I would say use crystals for grounding. And I think that's a very good energy for you, because with Mercury retrograde, you're going to need to watch what you say. So keep that in mind as you're moving through this energy. Very, very nice. Okay, so the next card, Taurus energy. A light grows brighter only by lighting another. Beautiful energy. Number 2 card. I like twos. I like that energy because I feel like um, it's almost like that 2 of Cups energy, the Lover's energy. So let's take a look at what for Taurus. What is the message for Taurus here? You each get 2 cards. Okay, I'm gonna put these back in here. There were 3 there, so I was kind of wondering what the deal was, but maybe they just wanted to be put in another place in the deck. Okay, off the top here. All right, got it. I love it when they talk to me. The world. The world. So this is the very end of the major arcana, and it signifies an ending, but also a new beginning. So with Mercury going retrograde, I would say you're going to be starting working on a project. One more card, Ace of Wands. Yes, I like this. This Ace of Wands, this fiery energy, this idea. I think you're going to be starting in a whole brand new project during this Mercury retrograde, or refining one that you've already thought of. A light grows brighter only by lighting another. And I feel like there's an energy of working with other people while you're doing this. But you've got new places to go and new things to do. I like this energy. It's very, number 1, beautiful cards. But I think that you've also got the energy of newness and passing on. Taurus is very earth energy, grounded energy. But that doesn't mean you don't have those beautiful sparks and ideas. And we do have some great astrology coming up that will allow you to work with that. So let's take a look what your card is. The Relaxer, number 42 card. So I do like it because I'm like me and a little dragon with my cup of coffee in the morning. As you can see, I've got a bit of dragons all over the place here. Oh, this way. Dragon. Right next to it. Dragon. Okay. The Relaxer. Like the steam curls above a cup of tea and a dragon curls up after their flight, so do you, too, deserve to unwind and let go. Ease is the name of this moment. Whatever it takes for you to experience a sense of relief right now, that's the direction to go. You've applied your effort. Your intentions are clear. If it's not working, or if you're tired, overwhelmed, or stressed, do not rebound your efforts to make anything happen. Simply curl up and relax. It's a good time to let go. So once you get the work done, once you do the work, I feel then it's time to just let the universe take care of the rest of it. Focus your attention on something else. That is how manifestation works best. So that if you keep watching something, the universe doesn't have a chance to really get its energy to put it in places for you. It's like a watch pot never boils. Think of that energy. Think of that energy with what's going on for you, because the manifesting energy here, the ideas, I really like that it's work hard, get your manifestation ideas going, and then let it go. Use the new moon in Aquarius to set intentions. I'll have to be talking to everybody about that because it's going to be amazing what can be done. So let's take a look at Gemini. I am a Gemini rising. I always enjoy this. Listen in stillness, you meet your true self. I'm laughing a little bit myself because Geminis, we like to talk and visit. We find people fascinating. So let's take a look at what's going on for Gemini here. 9 of Pentacles. This is definitely the energy of an independent businesswoman. The 9 of Pentacles in traditional tarot as well is usually signified by a woman, but she's very independent. She's very wealthy. She's doing her own thing. She's making her own plans. So listen to what you truly want. I think that's the message that's coming through the moon. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of going after or trying? You are a mutable sign. If anything happens, you can adjust. This is a major arcana. This is generally considered a Pisces card, but the moon does rule Cancer. So I think if you have either of those placements going on, it's going to be a pretty big deal because Mars is going to be going retrograde in Cancer. So this is very interesting energy. The Sagittarius energy is going to be squaring you. So that Mercury retrograde will be in a square to whatever you have in Gemini. So it's time to take action. It is time to take action and be independent. But I think what it's giving you the idea of is listen in stillness. What is it that you want to be working on? Is this the planning stage for you? I kind of feel like this is, I think it's mulling things over. Let's see what the dragon card is here, Gemini. The Temptress. The Temptress, number 9 card. Interesting. You will be tempted, and discernment is what you need most right now in order to determine if the opportunity is one that lifts you to new heights or drops you to earth drained and depleted. When an opportunity looks delicious and is dressed up as too good to be true, it's your job to investigate. Sometimes the too good is indeed true, and you need to take the temptress by the hand and follow where she leads, no matter how fearful or overwhelming the situation seems. Other times, you would be better to say no and cleave to your current commitments. Use all your senses to test this moment, including your keen sense of discernment. Gemini, you know how to investigate. You know how to research. So I think you doing what you do best will help lead you as to what these new opportunities are for you, because it's like this businesswoman. Listen, in stillness, you meet your true self. Really intend what you want to go forward in the future. And I would say, change that fear that might be coming with the moon. Or I always think the moon is also about intuition. I'm a Cancer sun as well as a Gemini rising. So for me, the moon is very much about trusting that intuition level of what you feel is best if it's not a vibrational fit for you. And I think that's really important that Geminis can do all this research, but I think truly they need to listen to their hearts as well. And they need to take those moments where they're concentrating on what is best for them and what they may be looking forward to in the future. So I do feel like there's energy for independence here of you going forward. So let's just kind of, I think it's going to spur you on to do things. Mercury retrograde. The only thing is if you start something, and Mercury is your ruling sign, Gemini. So it's a big effect on you. So, it may be a time to really do all the investigating that you need to do, and then maybe do some planning, but then save the take action part for December 15th when Mercury stations direct, and then it's go. It's a go then, especially after the first of the year. So let's take a look at what's going on for Cancer. For Cancer energy, the alchemical artist. What can't you do? You are a cardinal sign. So let's see what we have here. The pest. That I'm going to save that for later. For some reason, I just wanted to pick up the dragon cards then and shuffle. That's for Cancer. So let's see what we have for tarot. I'm going to make them shuffle again because there was 4 cards, and 4 cards are too many. So make it a clearer message for Cancer here. Clearer message for Cancer here. There's one. 5 of Pentacles, the alchemical artist. You know, that's a very hierarchy energy, hierarchical. So I would say that isn't going to stop you. The alchemical artist, you want to come out. 5 of Swords. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. There's big change. There's big change coming for you. This is how, I would say how things used to be, where it's always the big government, the big business, big church. And I think a lot of that is changing. And we're going to this 5 of Swords energy. It's people who are, the 5 of Swords energy is, I'm thinking you have to watch what other people are saying, and watch what you say. One of the things that's going to be happening, and the reason, swords are a lot of times about words and thoughts. I think you have to be very careful. You've got Mars going retrograde in your sign. You have Mars is retrograde in your sign. Mercury will be retrograde in Sagittarius. So I feel like there's this energy of you working through some things. I think this is family. I think this is really family is what I'm getting. This is that family energy of, can you believe what they say? And as Mars goes back into Cancer, I'm getting the feeling that it's you working through family situations, family, childhood trauma. Cancer and Libra and Virgo just get misused by their families, no doubt. And they are givers, not just to their families, but usually their families are who are holding the string for them. And don't be swayed by what other people are saying around you. So let's go to this 39 card, the Pest. Let's see what this has to say. Those stressful details, that unwelcome news, that nagging, anxious thought, all are pests we'd prefer not to keep us company. But nothing shows up in our experience that isn't on our side. Challenges happen for you, not to you, as they attempt to shape the person your soul wishes you to become. Embrace them as a guest of your life. As Rumi once said, this being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. These were the people that are in your family that are here to teach you a lesson. And a lot of times those lessons are long-term and very hard. And I would say you are going to be setting boundaries. And it may be hard to do that, but I feel that you taking that stand, especially with Mars being retrograde, this is going to be going on for several months for you. Mercury retrograde, there might be things coming up, things that are said that are going to be a little tough, but maybe that's the lesson for you. I really feel like this is a big time of you and changing your family dynamics to a way that works for you, but you have to assert your boundaries. Your cardinal sign, make that boundary, but don't give in because it's family. It's like, oh, why can't you be the bigger person? Oh, well, they're just that way. Going along to get along. That's why we've had Libra as a south node, because that is toxic behavior, and it's not healthy for you, and it's probably going to make you sick. I hate to say that, but I've known too many cancers that they really, really take into their body these issues, and you really need to release all of that is holding you in hostage. I really think that that's very true. So be brave. Your health is involved in this, so make sure that you are taking care of yourself. You need to come first. So we're going on to Leo energy. This is Leo, and the card for Leo is find your star family in this cosmic game of hide and seek. Leo energy. Now, Mercury going retrograde will be at 22 degrees of Sagittarius, which is in a trine to anything that happens to be in Leo because it's a fellow fire sign. So what can you do? Well, see when it's going to be hitting something personal for you, like your sun, your ascendant, Mercury, Mars, Venus, the moon. All of those things are personal planets. So Mercury will be teaching you lessons, but it'll be a lot pleasanter than some of the other people will have it because it's going to be in a trine energy. So maybe something that you're working on will need to be redone, but it's going to be for your betterment. And also the fact that when Mars goes retrograde in Cancer, it will start going retrograde in Leo, and it will be that in that location in Leo for it'll be in Leo from 0 to 6 degrees for much of December. So if you have early degrees of Leo, it's going to be extra strong, especially 6 degrees. 6 degrees of Leo, because that will then trine Mars when Mars stations retrograde, and Mercury when it goes back on December 15th is at 6 degrees of Sagittarius. So there's a lot of energy in Leo that's going to be trine energy that's going to be very interesting for you. So let's see, 2 cards for Leo here. The 4 of Pentacles. Do not overspend at Christmas. The 4 of Pentacles is you have enough and you're holding some back. You don't, I think I'm thinking that a budget might be a good idea. 8 of Pentacles, right? Keep working on things. It's going to be for your greatest and highest good. I think with the 4 of Pentacles, there's a feeling of it just isn't quite enough. So, or you feel like I may have enough, but I don't, I'm not sure. Do the work, set manifestation. I think this is a great time to use manifesting energy. There's a new moon in Sagittarius, and that will be helpful to you. So I would say take a look at those energies and see what works. But use the new moon manifestations because that is in a trine to Leo, and it will help you out quite a bit. Yeah, I feel like that will be very helpful to you. Let's see what Leo has for Dragon card. And here we are. The fledgling. The fledgling. Interesting. I'm kind of getting the message that you're setting something up for something new. This is a number 4 card, which is really nice because that's about balance. 4, the fledgling. Don't be afraid of taking a risk. Fledgling dragons will fall and stumble before they fly. The trick is to keep getting back up, dust off your wings, and try again. This is the beginning of new power, and it often looks awkward to see a fledgling take wing. But grace comes, as does skill, dexterity, and joy. Let yourself try and try again. Fall spectacularly. Fail gorgeously. Then get up and go again. The expansive sky is waiting. So I feel that some of the things that you're going to be doing is trying to find what you want to start that's new. And I think getting into that energy of, um, I feel like, this, you can see the chains on the door, right? And this is about getting the work done. So look for those ideas. Look for that spark of imagination. Try different things until you find something that suits you in here, right? And then work on it and fail and work some more and fail. Those are lessons that are being taught to you. Mercury will go direct on December 15th. And you can take that energy and work with it at that point. You're still going to have a little bit of time with Mars in retrograde. So I think, especially at the beginning degrees, I think there's some things that you can get started that will come back up for you once Mars has done its retrograde and then comes back into Leo and finishes that up. I think those are great opportunities for you. And setting intentions are going to be something that'll help you with this Sagittarius new moon, which is on December 1st. Great energy. Great energy for you. Okay. We are going to Virgo. Hardworking Virgo, you are an earth sign. And the Sagittarius energy, that bigger vision, you're very much about the details. So let's take a look at what the cards have for you, for Virgo. Momente mori, there might not be a someday. Momente mori, there might not be a someday. You can't wait until something is perfect before you release it. You have to, let me see what the energy is here. Four of Wands. Very stable energy, very magical energy, creating a portal. You are also Mercury ruled. So whenever there's a Mercury retrograde, there's lessons for you to learn. And especially if you have any planets or points in Sagittarius that are going to be affected by this Mercury retrograde, 22 degrees of Sag, back to 6 degrees of Sag. So take a look if you get any lessons, because anything that Mercury is going over in a conjunction, I feel is especially a very good lesson for you. And I think there's possibilities opening up, but you have to take that step. You have to take that step. The Lovers. What new possibilities are opening up for you? This is about making choices. Make the choice. You need to make the choice. This is also very Mercury energy. So this is something that you can definitely work with. And I feel like there's a nice, if there's someone that you really care about and you haven't let them know, what are you waiting for? I feel like this could be very stable, right? Four of Wands, the Lovers. I feel like it can be very stable. Okay. So let's see what the Dragon for the Love of Dragons deck has to say for you, Virgo. And again, set boundaries with other people over the holidays because you are a very giving. Ooh, here we go. Hang on a second. Interesting. I kind of had two come out, and I'm sort of interested to see. One is the Icebringer, and one is also the Lovers. I'm going to do the Icebringer because what I feel is that This was just, two lovers cards came out for you, Virgo. Two lovers cards came out. All right, 20, the Icebringer. I'm not sure where the Icebringer is at. I'm interested to hear what this message is for you. The gift of ice is stillness. The cold has the power to suspend, to hold, to freeze, until it is time to act. There is a protection in suspended animation. Now is your opportunity to embrace the power of the colder, more protective dimensions. Create a hermitage. Get still. Allow yourself the cold clarity derived from detached observation. The time for thought and growth will come. For now, seek shelter in the cooler energies. So I'm thinking, let me try 32, because there's something, it'll be a combined message. I will let you know what the message comes through to me. As I go through these cards, I will sum up here in a minute. This moment is all about love, not just any love, but true balanced love between friends, family, or lovers. This relationship is one of equals, mutually invested in their own sovereignty and in the other's well-being and success. These two souls are connected in love and are willing to do their own individual work in the world. This is a partnership, balanced in reciprocity and responsibility. Celebrate it, honor it, endeavor to keep the balance of mutuality alive, as this kind of love is highly creative and has the power, like dragons, to shape worlds. I think that what you should do for the two of you is create a safe space, a safe home, a safe thing for the two of you together. Because I feel what's going to be happening is you're going to be coming together with this other person, and it's going to be just the two of you for a bit before you move into this being bringing it to the public, bringing it out in the open. I feel this is the energy of, okay, I need to feel safe in this relationship. I need to feel um, um, like it's my home space. It's where I'm safe. It's where I have my power. But also, it's also about this other person is someone that's equal to you, that you have to have for this relationship to grow, an equal exchange of energy. And maybe that's what you need to work on with this Mercury retrograde. Um, Sagittarius is very farsighted, and you are about the details. So let's make sure that you are both on the same page. And before you kind of open up that energy and move forward after the first of the year, I think it's a very special time where two people can really get to know one another before things progress on to something else in the future, which I think they will. But you have to, I think too many other people involved makes it a little harder. You need to have some downtime, some down space where it's the two of you really knowing each other, really getting to know each other. Um, Very nice, Virgo. I do like that energy. I do like that energy. And those are the two things that really wanted to speak up. So definitely, I feel like this is very relationship energy, very relationship energy. So now we are going to Libra, Libra energy. Lots of things going on. So Libra energy. Oh, it's been hard for you. It's been hard because the South Node has been in your sign. So there's been a lot of changing relationships. Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius. Um, I think that you are going to you are an air sign and Sag is a fire sign. So that's very interesting kind of energy. Libra, so it's sextile energy, I would say. So, yeah, things that are going to be worked on in Libra, um, I think it's going to be with someone else because usually sextile energies work well when there are more than one person working on it. You will only see the way by making the way, Libra. Time to march forward with your light. And Libra again, Libra, Virgo, Cancer. My three very distinct people that are so willing to give up their own sovereignty for other people. And this is what it's telling you. Don't do that. You need, you're a cardinal sign. You need to lead the way. You need to be in charge and not give in to other people's demands, I would say, or expectations that you are always the one that is giving in. That's a trauma response. Going along to get along is a trauma response. So let's see. Oh, okay. Two cards flipped on their own right away. Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters. Set your boundaries, Libra. You should have been working on that since July of 2023. And the notes will change on January 11th. But you're moving into calmer waters because you've done the work. And again, the Lover's card came out. Wow. Lover's card came out. So very interesting energy. There isn't going to be room in your life for a love relationship unless you make room for it. You can't be doing for other people all the time and then don't have your own space and your own energy for yourself and someone else. And it's an equal exchange of energy. It's not about you found this person, then you do whatever they want. No. It's about two people who are usually very different from one another and finding that balance. Now, Libra energy, the only thing about Libras is they are constantly looking for balance, but they never seem to find it. So it's harder for them to make that decision. But you do have to move forward. You do have to move forward. So what is the dragon message for you? The Wishmaker. The Wishmaker. We do have a new moon coming up in Sagittarius, which will be sextiling what's in, it will be sextiling, which is the helpful, beneficial, handshaking energy of what's going. So Sagittarius and Libra are in sextile. And with the Lover's cards, it's very interesting what may be going on here. The Wishmaker. When was the last time you let yourself make a wish? With open eyes and a clear view on reality, but also open heart and palms. Are you ready to receive your dreams come true? Dragons don't hold back their desires, but we, as humans, often keep ourselves from wishing and hoping in order to avoid disappointment. Today is the day for wishing without holding back. Have a conversation with the moon. Make a wish on a falling star. Put a bright, shiny gift of hope under your pillow and dream with the dragons. Very nice energy, especially as you are air. So make that wish. What haven't you been putting out into the universe? I think you need to do that because there's such great possibilities for you, especially in love, I feel like. So take that opportunity and utilize it as much as you can. I think it's kind of fascinating energy that's going on for you right now. So let's take a look at Scorpio. Scorpio energy. We have for Scorpio, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So how do you need to bring in your energy, bring back your energy. You are ruled by Mars. So I'm going to say that this Mercury retrograde for you is going to have a lot to do with what's going on also with the Mars retrograde, which starts on December 6th. So you're going to have your ruling planet, Mars retrograde, in Leo for much of December. And you're going to have Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius for through December 15th. It's still not going to reach its shadow until about, well, in January. It'll cover the ground that it's a shadow up until the 22 degrees of Sagittarius. So very interesting energy of Scorpio. So Scorpio, you cannot pour from an empty cup. I think, I think there's a lot that's been draining your energy. What do we have here? Six of Pentacles. You need someone that gives you an equal exchange of energy. Scorpios are super loyal. You don't want to cross one. You don't want to lie to one. Number one, they will find out. I'm not kidding. Scorpio and Gemini are the signs that are like the biggest researchers in the world. And if there's a secret, Scorpio and Gemini will find it out, especially Scorpio, because they're very intuitive. And if you've lied to them, interesting. King of Wands. Ooh. Take the energy of that equal energy, and I've just like claim your power. Honestly, I feel like, fill yourself back up, get that equal exchange of energy, and then claim your power. Because this king is very passionate. He is very sexy. Come into your own, Scorpio. Scorpio is very sexy energy. It is. It's very deep feeling, and the emotional level that Scorpios have. I mean, that may be what has been wearing you out a little bit, is this emotional energy. And the retrograde, when Mars goes back into Cancer, that'll be a trine energy. So whatever you have in Scorpio is going to end up being in a trine to the Cancer energy. So whatever it is that you're working through, it's going to be so beneficial when you get done with it. I know it's going to seem like it's taking forever. Mars will move back to 17 degrees of Cancer. So that is the area, 17 to 29 degrees of Cancer up to 0 degrees of Leo. That's that energy of the water signs. So I really think that you're going to have a great opportunity to work through some maybe family issues, settle things out, but claim your power when I believe it's in February when Mars will station direct, and then as it goes back through the shadow of the things in Cancer, you can basically come into your own, I feel like. So let's see what the dragons are saying here. Ooh, this one. The Fairy Taleist, number 34 card. So it goes to a 7. Number 34, the Fairy Taleist. Einstein once said, "If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales." Now is the time to let yourself sink into the wonder and imagination of a good tale. Also, it's time to remember that your life is a fairy tale. As a myth maker, it's your job to remember that impossible things happen every day, and that once upon a time is really here and now. There's power in your true life fairy tale. Live your tale today so magically that even the dragons have a hard time believing it's true. Trust in yourself I mean, this is like, the hero, the sexy hero coming forward. Maybe have things that you'll be working on, but when it's time to come forward, I think you're going to be awesome. It's going to be so magnificent. Good for you, Scorpio. So now we're going to move to Sagittarius energy. This is where the Mercury retrograde is taking place. I hope you Sagittarius have been planning. I know that you're a far-looking sign. Anything that happens to be a personal planet or point for you, so ascendant, sun, moon, and Mercury, Venus, Mars, those are the personal planets. Anything that you have in Sagittarius that is going to be between the degrees of 6 degrees to 22 degrees. We are at 22 degrees right now, and we will be moving backwards. And then on December 15th, Mercury will recover its shadow. So there's a lot of communication, a lot of rethinking things. Could be some adventuresome time for you. But there are things that are going to go wrong. I really feel, Mercury retrograde for you can be about the lessons. Oh, okay. And judgment. Okay, good. All right. Let's see here. The activated ally. The activated ally. Yes, I think that there's someone that's going to be coming along in one way or another that gives you a message and makes you really think about things and where you want to go once this retrograde is finished in Sagittarius. So this is a good opportunity to talk to someone that you really value their opinion, or someone that can help you maybe set and attain your goals. So what I'm getting is the card that kind of flew out was the Judgment card. This is being at a crossroads. This is, what decision do I make next? So Mercury is very much about how you think, what you learn. Sagittarius is very higher level, loves to travel, loves to look at things from a higher perspective. So the Hecate energy of the goddess of the crossroads is very much in charge of judgment, and not to judge yourself too harshly, right? So what is going along with this card? Five of Pentacles, feeling like you're on the outside of something, on the outside looking in. But I think that's where that activated ally comes in for you, right? Someone that can help you get inside where it's safe and warm. Someone that knows the ropes of whatever this is. Big, I feel like there's paperwork, legal things in here for you. Yeah, I feel like there's, getting things lined up, but there's someone that can help you with that, that can guide you through this. This is the energy that I'm getting, making the choice, the judgment, making that decision on what path that you're going to be taking, and then having someone help you learn the ropes. That's what I feel this activated ally is. Yeah. So this is nice energy. And don't forget to take advantage of the new moon in Sagittarius that is on December 1st. Set intentions, please, set intentions for the new moon, because there's some really powerful astrology that's coming on like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. And it's very much about being able to utilize that energy into whatever dreams and things that you're intending. You can get a lot of mileage out of this. I think you'll really benefit. So let's take a look at what wants to come out for Sagittarius here. What wants to come out for Sagittarius? You? The Grouch? Number 5. Oops. Here. Change. 5s are about change. I'm just getting this little message. Yeah. Do set the intentions, but I feel like there's things that aren't I don't think it's gonna go smoothly. Mercury is retrograde in your sign. So just keep that in mind. It won't go perfectly at first. Dragons have fierce teeth for a reason. Use them to guard your boundaries and protect your space. Snarl, growl. You're allowed to be feisty and fierce when protecting your boundaries and personal sovereignty. There's a time and space for compromise and cooperation. Now is not that time. Huff, puff, flex those scales. No one messes with you today. You get to decide when and how you wish to engage. So when things are going wrong, just put up your boundaries. And I think that is a good time for you, like, go into your secret, sacred place, right? It's going to be really hard for you with Mercury in retrograde. I think you are going to be grouchy, honestly. So set boundaries and growl when someone tries to cross them, like, okay, not good, not acceptable. Change your behavior. So I really feel like there's a lot of things that are going to be coming your way, but I do think that you're going to have a little bit of an issue because it's a Mercury retrograde and it's spending all that time in your sign. Things will start moving forward on December 15th, and you can breathe a sigh of relief that is going on. But I think there's things that you'll be planning and trying to work through, and you know, try not to be too grumpy with your activated ally, though, because they're there to help you. And I think they're going to really provide you with a lot of great help, especially during the time when um, Mercury stations direct and then goes through that 6 to 22 degrees of Sagittarius again. And then it's going to be amazing for you. It'll be really, really amazing. And things will start to click and fall into place. Just be aware of that grouch time that's going to be coming in the meantime. So let's move on to Capricorn energy. So, hey, Capricorn, how are you doing? Anything that is in Capricorn, as far as planets or personal points like the ascendant, descendant, MC, the midheaven, or the IC, where you're from. So those are very strong points in the chart. And Capricorn energy can get you there. For Capricorn to think it is to do it, without a doubt, to think it is to do it. So let's take a look at what we have for Capricorn. I am a galactic starseed blooming. You're not just an earth sign. You are a cardinal earth sign. And you can get things able to bloom anywhere. Capricorns work hard and they play hard. I have some friends that are Capricorns. They get a lot done, but they have a lot of fun when they there's their fun times and then there's work times, right? They separate them out very well. So you are a galactic starseed blooming. What can you bring forward with your cardinal energy that is going to help others? Because I feel like when you're blooming like that, that is a benefit to other people. It is a benefit to other people. And we had two cards just kind of jump out. Let's see what they are, because I didn't get to see them. They just kind of popped out. The Hierophant. You know what you're talking about. You do know what you're talking about. And again, a Capricorn to think it is to do it. And you can show other people that. This Mercury retrograde for you, it's right next door. But usually with Capricorn, I don't really feel like it's going to be, unless you have things specifically over those degrees in Sagittarius, that 6 degrees to 22 degrees. If you have something in there, then take a look at whatever that sign is. So if it's Venus and it's in Sagittarius, just think of it that way and go back and look at the Sagittarius reading. But otherwise, I don't think it'll have as big effect on you. Your ruling sign would be Saturn. Saturn's direct now, and Mars will go into retrograde, but that's in a trine energy to Saturn. So I think whatever Mars is going to be doing um, will be the thing that affects you more. Mars will start the retrograde on December 6th, and will be going from 6 degrees of Leo back to 17 degrees of Cancer. The reason that this affects you, Capricorn, is because um, Cancer is your opposite sign, number one. So anything that Mars is going to be doing, pay attention to the early degrees. Pay attention to the late degrees of Cancer, that 17 degrees up to the 0 degrees of Leo, because I think that's when you're going to be getting some of that work in if you have things that are at those points. That's what's going to be affecting you. That will probably start more towards late December when it goes back into those degrees. So you maybe had a little taste of it in the past couple months when Mars was first going through Cancer. You can go back and check those dates, but you know what you're talking about. And then you have two major arcana, the Sun. Things will work out for you. They will, because you have Mercury is not going to really affect you that badly, but Mars, when it's doing the retrograde in Cancer, will help you because it's a trine energy, and it will help you in big ways. So manifesting with the energy of on December 1st, there's a Sagittarius new moon intention that you should be working with. And I think you'll find that it's going to be an amazing time for you. With this sun energy, there's anything that you can get done. It's like, you know what you're talking about, you can get it done. I feel like this is going to be set you up for a lot of success. That's what I'm feeling. So nice energy. Let's see what you have for a card that wants to come out. Yes, 6 of Cups. I would say, to me, this is like, do things with a sense of joy, though. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I'm sorry. Do it with a sense of joy. I think that was the message that you should have, is that whatever you're going to be doing, because you do have the Sun card running through here, set your intentions with joy, right? I think you'll find some really amazing things are coming in. I just feel like there's tons of amazing things coming up for you. The idea hatcher. Yay. This is a number 38 card, which is actually goes to an 11. 38. The idea hatcher. You have to plant a lot of dreams, given that you never know which ones are going to hatch. So let yourself have the ideas without the restrictions of practicality. When you let yourself dream big and plant wide, your chances of hatching grow exponentially. This moment urges you not to judge or criticize any particular option. Let yourself play with all the potential, considering all ideas. You never know which one is going to manifest. Dream big, Capricorn. Dream big. Don't limit yourself. This or something better when you're setting intentions. And you might have more than one thing that you're trying to have sprout out, that you're trying to grow. Great energy for you. And do it with joy. I know you're very hardworking and you can play hard, but I think you also need to remember that the childlike faith and trust in that things are always going to be working out for me, and the universe always gives me whatever I ask for, or something better. Or something better. So very nice energy. Very nice energy. So now we're going to Aquarius. Aquarius energy. Here we go. The universe. right? With Pluto in Aquarius, what isn't possible? What can you think of? There's any, Aquarius is usually so far ahead of the curve. And Pluto being there for the next 20 years is going to make things happen. So we do have Mercury going to be going retrograding starting today, 22 degrees of Sag, back to 6 degrees of Sag. Any of those degrees would be sextile, very cooperative energy for anything that's in Aquarius. It won't really affect Pluto that much, but there's other things that are going to be coming through Aquarius. Venus is one of them. On December 7th, Ceres and Pluto and Venus are all meeting up at 0 degrees of Aquarius, and then Venus will be moving on from there. So it's a good opportunity for you, especially if you set intentions with the new moon in Aquarius, which is on December 1st, and then Venus enters into your sign while Mercury is still going retrograde. I think there's some very cooperative energy that will be working out for you. So just take advantage of that kind of energy. So let's see what we have for Aquarius here. Aquarius energy. What wants to come out for Aquarius? That one. I haven't seen it yet. It just decided to kind of pop out. These came out. Three of Pentacles, working with other people. Generally, when you have the sextile energy, which is 60 degrees, that's usually indicating someone else that you're working with or someone that's going to help you out in some way or another. And that is very much this Three of Pentacles energy. So I do feel like someone is going to be helping you out. And then you have this Ace of Swords, this great idea, this truth that's coming out. And then after that, what came out was the 10 that also popped out. Popped out with this 10 of Swords. So you had the Ace of Swords, which is truth, and you have the 10 of Swords, which is an ending. So I feel like there's going to be an ending that comes about for you, Aquarius. But don't forget, Pluto's in your sign and is very transformational. So whatever that ending that's going to be coming in for you, when a truth is exposed, I feel like it's for your greatest and highest good. Again, use the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius to set your intentions, because it's going to be a powerful time of manifesting, and you will get, I think it's the universe that's going to be helping you as well. Set your intentions. Ask your guides and angels for help, for your greatest and highest good. Whatever you can dream of, or something better that the universe can bring in. I think there's going to be an ending. I do think that there's going to be an ending, but it's also for your greatest and highest good. So I really get that energy of that going on. So let's see what the Love of Dragons Oracle deck has to say for you. The Confidant. Number 27 card. I do love these. They're such little wisps of wisdom. The Confidant. There are times to hold your deepest truth within your molten core. And then there are times like these when you need to express yourself in a safe, protected environment. Seek your trusted allies. Share and let yourself be witnessed and received, whether that is with chosen family, friends, a beloved mentor, or your invisible allies. Some of your greatest protectors are in the realm of the unseen. Confide your truth and express your heart to experience the belonging you are so worthy of. Yes. Aquarius, I think sometimes can be a little bit lonely. They do like to be by themselves, no doubt. Aquarius moon, right here. But we also really have a great love and respect for other human beings. And we sometimes are thought of as being very um, clinical about the way we think because we can compartmentalize things in our brain. It's like, this is family issues, this is work issues, this is my personal issues, right? With the person closest to you. And we can separate those things out. It's kind of a gift and a curse, right? Um, but we truly do believe in the collective. Um, and we come out of our hiding places, I think, because I secretly think all Aquarian are hermits. Welcome the Aquarian in. They are so worth knowing, and they can give you such a different point of view on what is going on out there. And they usually are going to be on point. And you'll find that, oh, that can't be right. I can't see things going that way. And usually the Aquarian has thought things out. It's a very air sign energy. It's very um, connected to the unexpected, and really, you can't ever count an Aquarian out because they just have this connection, this greater galactic energy. So I would say, you know, welcome and befriend an Aquarius when you get the chance, and let them go back to their cave occasionally and then come back out, but always greet them when you see them. You'll be doing yourself and them a favor. So the very last sign that we're going to do this reading on is Pisces. Now, I am going to throw these cards back into the deck. Again, very dragony energy today. The dragons are speaking about Mercury in Sagittarius. The dragons have a lot to say. So I do, not quite yet. So this is for Pisces. This is Pisces energy. Okay. There are no wrong turns. There are no wrong turns. So don't be afraid of making a decision and then second guessing yourself, because a lot of times what happens is that you are meant to go on that path to learn a lesson, and what truly belongs to you will come back. I can think of specifically a person who had an art painting type business, and she really wanted to get it started and it just didn't take off. But then she realized that she was missing some things. And so she went to additional workshops. She learned more about shamanic healing. She learned more techniques. It's like she had the techniques, but she wanted to bring more soul into it. So I think this is an amazing card for people to realize that she then restarted it, and she goes, you know what? 10 years ago, I wasn't really ready. I really now appreciate the tools that I have to move forward with this. And now she's being very successful, and she's more, she just knows that she's got everything that she really needs in her arsenal, right, of things to do. So there are no wrong turns. You will be guided back into this energy, and anything that's going to be in Pisces from 6 degrees to 22 degrees. So we're starting at 22, going back to 6. This is where that retrograde is taking place. And that is in a square to what is in Pisces. So it's going to be energy that needs to be acted on eventually. It might be in the planning stages during this retrograde. The retrograde starts now. It will last through December 15th, right? So what is going on? Let's get a couple of tarot cards to see what is going on for you, Pisces. Oops, this one. 4 of Cups. Fear of missing out, right? This is that fear of missing out energy. But everybody else has got things going on, and, what else do we have on top here? Equal exchange of energy. Yeah. I think you need to learn. And I think why I really feel this is that there are things out there that you still have to learn about. So don't be afraid of the choices that you make, because I think they're there. These crossroads are going to show up to get you more learning. That's what I feel like this is all about. This is about more learning for you, Pisces. And you just had Saturn go direct in your sign, and Neptune is going to be going direct in December, right around the 7th or 8th. So getting those dreams to move forward, but I do feel like you need more information. That's the energy I'm getting. Um, so you may feel stuck, but I think it's more information that needs to come in, and then it's having this equal exchange of energy when both Saturn and yeah, Neptune will be going direct at 27 degrees, which is going to be squaring the galactic center, which is kind of interesting. But you're going to have Mercury in a square to Saturn several times. So it's already had the square, and it's going to be going back over that energy, back down to 6 degrees of Sagittarius, and then moving forward again. So I think there's going to be opportunities for you to use going through all of this, and that the equal exchange of energy, I think, is going to help you. All right. So you're learning something, but maybe you have, in order to learn it, you have to do some kind of exchange with someone else. I really want to learn this. I don't have a lot of cash on hand, but in exchange for me being able to learn this from you, um, or something that I feel that I need in whatever new adventure I'm going to be in, what can I do in exchange for that energy? Equal exchange of energy, because I do think we can all learn from each other, and that learning is going to help you and benefit you at this time. So take a look at whatever you have between 6 degrees and 22 degrees, because that's the energy that's going to be working for you. And really take a look at the planet, or point that might be. Yeah, I think that there's good energy going on here, but I just feel like there's some things that you need to learn and find out about. And that's a good time with Mercury retrograde to study and to get more information and study, and then you can start acting upon it when Mercury goes direct. And then also when Mars goes retrograde, the things that you've been thinking out about, you can start putting them together, because that'll be trine energy from Cancer to Pisces. So you'll still be working on stuff maybe behind the scenes, but once in June, I'm sorry, not June, in February, when Mars stations direct at 17 degrees of Cancer. So then again, you have those things going on. I think you're going to really have unstoppable thing in place for you to move forward. So what do we have here? All right, the Sanctuary, the number 37 card. The Sanctuary adds to a 10, 37. 10, it's an ending and then a new beginning. It's always good. So, the Sanctuary. Every dragon needs its cave, just as you need your own haven, a holy place created just for your sanctuary. If you don't have one, it's time to create it. If you already have a retreat, go to it now. Take the time to recuperate and replenish your emotional, mental, and physical reserves. Indulge in your treasures. Paint, rest, listen to music, soothe, read, nap. Now is the time to gently fold your wings inward and let yourself be unfettered from the world's concerns. So I think especially now with Neptune is retrograde, Saturn is direct. I think that once Neptune is moving direct again, I think that will give you an opportunity to dream bigger. And I think that is not a bad thing at all. So consider all of those things, new things to learn, new things to do. But make sure you have a place that you can take some downtime, because a lot of times these retrogrades can be a little hard on the emotions. And with Neptune retrograde in your sign, things can be a bit watery from time to time. So rest and recuperate when you need to. Thank you for joining me. I've really enjoyed this. So I'll see you soon.